You're a fan of Trisha Paytas. You know that for the past month, she's been talking about how badly she wants these $6,500 Givenchy crystal boots. To the point that she's like emptying out her closet. She's trying to sell this Pride Birkin right now. Every other day, she's posting about designer bags and shoes that she's selling. These are all the clothes she's shipping out on Poshmark. She also has been speaking a lot about on these podcasts, thinking that she has friendships with people and people just ultimately not doing very kind things to her. Well, Trisha herself might not be aware of this, but she's one of my very good friends. I don't remember when I first came across Trisha, but my first memory of her is being on Vine and someone had done a repost of her asking if dogs have brains. But I really started following her during this Sean breakup. I remember it being national news, like on the blogs and everywhere, and being like, who is this girl? And I wasn't like, who is this girl in a judgmental way. I was like, who is this girl? Oh my God, this is me. When I would go through breakups, I was just devastated, crushed. Like I was incapable of working. Like I remember going to work and being made fun of because like I was trying to like straighten up clothes like on a rack and I'd be like, like I could not do it. I would like go to the back and be crying all the time. And everyone I knew made me feel like I was genuinely crazy. So to see that there was someone else that I felt was like, oh, she's like me in a way, it gave me a sense of like peace. But life wasn't all bad. I eventually moved on and I actually wound up being Mariah Carey's assistant. And while it was one of the most amazing times of my life, and I'm so grateful for the experience and getting to travel the world, being gone for almost 2 years, I lost a lot of friends or I was incapable of really keeping in touch with them. But whenever I'd get back to my hotel room at night, I would open my laptop and I would go onto YouTube and I would catch up with Trisha. I know it sounds silly, but having a life that was so inconsistent, she provided me with a level of consistency and made me feel like I had a friend when I didn't really have any. And honestly, things only got worse for my mental health after the job. I felt so alone and isolated and depressed and anxious. I didn't leave my apartment for probably a year. I was so anxious, I couldn't even walk into the Starbucks around the corner from my apartment. And as silly as it sounds, I felt like I still had a friend. I still had Trisha. It made me not feel alone watching her vlogs or eating with her. So I've just been doing a lot of thinking about how this person was there for me and doesn't even know it, and how much change she's been able to make in her life over the past 3 years, and how she doesn't feel like she has any real genuine friends. And I know that I can't be the only person out there who feels this way about her, that she's really been there for me during these dark times when I was isolated. I know this might sound crazy, but all I've been thinking about is I wish there was a way that I could buy her these $6,500 boots. Obviously, I can't. But like Trisha, I am a very powerful manifester. And I also really love doing kind things for people who deserve it. In 2016, I was in People magazine. It says I raised $10,000 for my Lyft driver, but I actually wound up raising $25,000. She was a single mother with cancer who was raising an autistic son, which, don't drag me in the comments. I know these two things are not comparable, but Trisha has done so much for me. And I was thinking there has to be a few other people out there who feel the same way that I do. And while I don't have this $6,500, I do own my own product line, which has gone viral on TikTok probably 4 times now. Illusion Bronze is the only custom self-tanner mixed for each individual person based off of your eye color, your hair color, and your skin tone. I came up with this over my 15 years working in Los Angeles in the beauty and entertainment industry, traveling the world with Mariah Carey, getting to work with the top celebrity makeup artists, and I saw that celebrities were having custom tans mixed specifically for them. That's why theirs looks so natural, and everybody else is going to CVS buying something that makes them look orange. So for Trisha, we would take the blonde hair, the blue eyes, the fair skin. This gets mixed together, comes in your Illusion Bronze bottle. Your color combination is marked off on the back so you know it was the one that was mixed specifically for you. You also still control how dark it gets depending on how long you leave it on for. 1 hour for light, 2 hours for medium, 3 hours for dark. If you're wondering how this all ties together, I did the math and all I have to do is sell 130 bottles of Illusion Bronze and we can buy Trisha the Givenchy boots. People might think I'm crazy, but I think this is fun. I think this is sweet. I think this is cool. If you want to help me surprise Trisha with these boots, maybe she would let me bring them to her on the podcast or something. The link is in my bio.